I can do it at any point. Who gives a fuck? I do. Hello and welcome to the third episode of Mitch's Mic, where I go through and talk about topics that I want to talk about. Also, I wanted to get this one out fairly quickly after the second one, so that way people can listen to a Mitch's Mic if they don't want to listen to number 2, because number 2 is a little heavy. I may put out ones like that every so often, depends how I'm feeling, depends how progress has gone. Quick little update on that one. If you listen to the second one, talked to Grandma, meeting up with her on Friday, recording this on Wednesday. Probably will be uploaded on Wednesday as well, so that's good. Both excited. So with that out of the way, let's go into a little bit of the quick attention I've been getting. I only have 7 videos? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 videos, 10 subs. Cool. I didn't even think I'd be here with more subs than videos at this point. So that's cool. So I just kind of want to thank everybody for what's been going on so far. Just kind of doing this as a hobby. If it picks up, then awesome. I'm going to have a Q&A section on this at some point. I'd like to have one. So if you have any questions, especially if I don't cover anything in like an ASMR review that you wanted me to cover, or a Mitch's Mic maybe where I didn't do anything, or just general questions, could send those to the email, and I might put a Q&A section of the Discord, and as well as if you follow our Twitter. The Twitter account has, as of right now, only has 1 follower, which is fine. I'm not going to be using the Twitter too much. I'll use it to post videos and maybe some quick little descriptors or whatever, like I did on the Discord. So if you follow that, I will have things out there. So this is the 3rd episode I've been doing this, and I haven't described why it's called Mitch's Mic, like there's 2 first names. Well, my full name is Mitchell Matthews. It's basically 2 first names. So one of my friends had it catch on. He would call me Mike instead of Mitch, because Michael sound very similar, so he was just calling me that. And I decided, since Mike, as in microphone, is very similar to Mike, as in Michael, I will have it Mitch's Mic, since that's what he calls me anyway. So it sounds very kind of endearing to do right off the bat for me. Who knows how long I'll do this? I'll do this as long as I want. It's an audio diary for me. It might as well just be called Audio Diary or something. I like the Mitch's Mic. For me, it's, like I said, it's just endearing. As long as one person still watches, I'll be making it. It's as simple as that. I'll probably do it even if nobody's listening. Just because it's good for me. I think it's good to get up, have this to do, and then go to work. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Because life has to have more to it than a 9 to 5 and work for 2 to 3 weeks of vacation if you're lucky. Because that on its own is depressing to me. So I'll always have this going no matter what. If it turns into a full-time gig, it turns into a full-time gig, and that's kind of the dream, but we'll see what happens. Because I aim to make a life of effort, and like every step being this, because I record, edit, upload, and everything in between that I've missed. The re-records and everything else. Pretty much everything on this channel is going to be me, at least for the foreseeable future. I will have guess on, like, Psykicks is going to probably come out Friday. I'm going to say Psykicks is probably going to come out Friday. And that's going to be very cool because that's with one of my best friends, Dom. So as soon as that happens, it'll be out and you'll be notified. But he'll be the only other member. He is also the only other commander of comm on our Discord. I just kind of can't rush anything in the beginning, even though I am cranking out content. I'm pretty much on a schedule now. I have this stuff from like last week or so that I cannot rush the start of things, and almost on a schedule now. I'm pretty much on a schedule now. As far as rushing the start of things, I'm pretty much not in a groove, but I'm getting in a groove. Yeah. So if you want notifications for videos, especially because we're a smaller channel right now, the Discord and the Twitter account are probably the best things to follow for notifications, considering YouTube is not going to pick us up being a small channel. Besides for which, I've been around YouTube, specifically YouTube and ASMR, for the longest time. So I know that the notifications aren't the best. The notification system is not the best. I am going to ramble a little bit on about the state of Hearthstone, because I've gotten into Magic the Gathering for a little bit now, and since they came out with Magic the Gathering Arena, I've been playing that. But before I was doing that, I was playing Hearthstone. Now, for me, Hearthstone was great. It was very simple. It limited things. It was easy to get into. They'd give you a lot of packs on your return too. You'd pay like $50 and get like 70 packs or something crazy like that. And it was great. Now with this past expansion being, I don't remember, gonna have to look it up. Rosticon's Rumble? Was it around then, or was it the one before that? I think it was the one before that. It was around the time of Rosticon's Rumble, right? Where they went back to their old format of paying per pack, essentially. You'd pay $50 for the expansion, then they'd give you 50 packs, which is fine. It's not great. It's not ideal, but now they're kind of giving you that same thing, but giving you two different pay options. So where it works out to be something like $130 for 130 packs. And for Hearthstone, just backpedaling like that, you can't give people more for less and then go back to your old one. So giving them less for more. You can't backpedal like that and expect people to stick around. It's the reason I left, because I saw them going in a more progressive way of getting people into the game, and I wanted to see the game rise and become more popular. And I don't know if it is or isn't. I don't know if they made free to play better, whatever. I pretty much rage quit at the point of them charging more again. So I just decided to leave. I went on Magic the Gathering Arena when that dropped, and have been playing that since, because it's pretty much completely free. I think I spent $15 in total since it's came out. And I can play around with most decks. It's like, you're not going to get the top tier if you don't pay some money, but it's good enough. And if you have friends that play on it as well, it's easy. You can make your own meta with your friends. It's not a big deal. It's kind of like Hearthstone in the same way as far as that goes, but it might just be me and my friends who have that kind of communal sense for Magic the Gathering, because probably half of us on our personal Discord play, so we have that going a lot of the time. Speaking of Discord, welcome to the 3 or 4 people that have joined since we launched it. We announced its existence. Specifically Diren, and MEV3, Amiv, maybe? Amiv? I'm not sure exactly how to pronounce that. I haven't asked. But, yeah, no. Thanks for joining. No, it feels really cool to have people just kind of come together and start to have a small community here. It's cool. That's because that's what I want to do. I just want to build a nice, chilled out community. I know I'm ranting about things that made me mad, but that's why I have this, to kind of just speak my thoughts and have a conversation. If people disagree or can update me on the game, hey, maybe I'll get back in the Hearthstone. I think it was at a point, because I played it for years. The thing that made me very mad about it was that I had, when I first got into it, I was like, oh man, there's no way I'm going to be able to get from the point I am now, just starting out, to having all the cards. And then I only bought the expansions as they came out, so over the course of the next year, I was pretty much caught up, and I was able to stay in the meta and actually climb up the ladder, which was really cool. And then right around the time of, I think it was the expansion before Rastakhan, or Rastakhan itself, and then I saw that price increase, and I was like, no, I was already paying extra money after that point, because I'd buy some extra packs, because I'd usually go in and be like, hey, I saved $20, or so. It's like, I might as well buy it, right? So At that point, I was paying $70 or so for like 90 packs because I was like, yeah, I'll throw them a couple extra, just because that's nice. I don't know if I'm in the minority by doing that. I'd imagine not, for the people who are like really into the game and wanting to get it. And then I'd also go along the freeway and get the extra packs for whatever it was. I forget, like Arena or whatever. It just irritated me when they made it back to the price being even. They're like, oh, but there are 2 opportunities to buy it. Like, yeah, but no, you're still giving me less for my money in total. I don't know. It made no sense to me. Oh, we could do updates, right? Things like the state of ASMR review right now. Even though I just kind of started out, I think I'm doing this as, hey, I'm releasing who I like the most, right? So who I like the most being my like top 10, right? I'll be putting out. So I already have Ephemeral Rift, Phoenician Sailor, and then that Michelob Ultra review from the Super Bowl. Only because it was kind of silly. I figured, hey man, I could grab some attention toward that because it was pretty cool actually to see on like a major primetime television slot. Was it a good move? No. Was it awkward for the Super Bowl? Yeah. Everything's very loud and crazy. And then they have that ASMR video just kind of up there. Like the video itself was pretty cool. I like the idea of that. Was it a good thing for them? No. Did they stand out? Yes. So that's a little something, I guess. Outside of that, I may go back and re-review my first 10 ASMR videos when I get a better feel for how I want to produce them and how I want to maybe script them or whatever, because they're kind of a little off the cuff right now, and I think most of my stuff right now is, except for the Podcomic, which we'll go with Podcomic next because the state of that being I'm kind of doing it in an audiobook style right now. I don't know if it's going to stay that way or not. We'll see. Kind of like the way it sounds at the moment, but we'll see if it stays. I want to get other people involved with it. I want to get other voice actors. I want to get whatever. So I'm going to start with my friends, see if anybody wants to do more stuff like that, if they want to help out with voice acting, because I haven't asked all of them. I want there to be an easy way to reach me. So if you guys want more whatever's the easiest way people want me to get in touch, like even if that's an Instagram, right? Like I don't see a podcast having an Instagram. I don't see there being much of a point in it because there's no visual aspect to this at all ever, except for the amazing artwork done by Joseph Thorenz, who I will link something somewhere in my videos. He hasn't given me anything. I haven't asked for anything, but I will give a link somewhere. I'm sure he's got like an online portfolio or something. Always got to give a free promo to Sarah Longfield and the Fine Constant and their album Woven in Light. They are just the soundtrack to Mitch's mic every time. It's just the best album for me to listen to and talk while having it going. It has those progressive themes that I like, but with a nice ambient sound. So if anybody's into prog rock, metal, whatever, and you have this going in the background, it's like the white noise version of like, I don't know, Meshuggah, Periphery, like that kind of feel, I guess, if you want to put those two in the same category. Yeah, I guess. Is there anything else I want to talk about? I don't think so. I just kind of wanted to get this out and kind of thoughts on things. Yeah, so the first episode of Psykicks is going to be out. ASMR review might have some reruns, and the last episode of Mitch's mic, I'm telling you, there were some things that I missed in there. I definitely omitted some things not knowing. So I don't know if I'll go back and revisit that episode and make like not a redo, but a additional information. Again, for a Q&A type thing, I think the best thing for the Q&A is the email. If you email at, I believe it's thecalmtheory@gmail.com. I will double check. Actually, it's in the Discord. If you go to the Discord if you go to our announcements text channel, you'll see where you can get us on the Discord, on the Patreon, on the Twitter, the email. The email is thecalmtheory@gmail.com. Somebody already got comcast@gmail.com, I guess. Yeah, and then we have our Patreon and Twitter up there. So if you want to follow the Twitter, go ahead. Again, the Twitter's pretty much going to be the same kind of feed as the new videos channel on our Discord. So if you don't want Discord, you already have a Twitter. Easy follow if you enjoy the content. So yeah, I hope to be hearing from you, and I think that's going to do it for me. So guys, be happy, be healthy, drink a lot of water, make good decisions, and I will talk to you soon.